Hey everyone, welcome back to another episode of Life Agency WTF. I'm flying solo today. It's Danielle. My partner in crime is not going to be on this episode. Uh, Holy cow, it's 2025 and you guys are just hearing from us, or from me rather. But I feel like she's right here. Lisa's right here with me. We have had a whirlwind of a start to the new year. I think that between the two of us, we're surviving, whether it's like personal or family or life. We are like truly killing it. And, you know, the one thing that I can say is that our like love and friendship has certainly brought us through all of these things. And, I don't know that we would be doing this any other way. And I don't know that we'd be doing it at all if I don't know, I would be doing it at all if I didn't have her. Um, for those of you that follow the puppies, Enzo and Gunner, they turned 1. Mine is still just as crazy as ever. He's like an actual lunatic, you guys. He is still eating my house. He is still standing up on all my window shades. I don't have him in the room with me right now. He's like actually in his box, because if he was in my room with me right now, it would be like nuts. He'd be like jumping up on my back and climbing all over the place. Enzo's a little bit more mellow. And so I'm so jealous of Lisa that she has Enzo. Like Gunner's a lunatic. Um this is an exciting month for me. I get to do a whole lot of cool things. I don't know if you guys are following on any of the social media stuff, but the nonprofit that I founded, we are hosting some more fundraisers, and we've done a lot of cool things. And I'm doing some more public speaking things, which is super motivating, and it totally fills my cup to be able to do these types of events with people. And I know that for those of you that were listening along with some of our law enforcement families, that was something that Lisa and I were super passionate about, and we still are, obviously. But getting to kind of reach out to those different communities and do those things is such a cool thing and such a big deal. And so, hosting these events and being able to speak out and speak with other people and kind of share my story and, where things all started for me, and where I came from, and why I chose to, help the people that I help, and do the things that I do in my career. And, it's such a cool experience. And so for anyone that ever wants to like hear those things or just talk about them, you can always reach out to us on our Instagram page, at the Life Agency WTF. We're always there to chat with you guys. And we certainly have a bunch of people that chat with us about some random stuff. But we're always willing to, talk to you guys about anything. I think life stories and life experiences are super cool. You're always willing to listen to my car stories. And I know Lisa's not here to like hear, but she already knows about this. You guys, I was in another hit and run. Like, what the hell? I can't make these things up. If I could, it would be really cool that I could make these stories up. But I was legit in another hit and run accident in the same car that I was in an accident in, like in, what was it, July of last year. I went to the bank, and I should have been prepared better. And I will tell you, I was in no shoes. I was in a sweatshirt. I had no bra on. I had just gone to the bank because I had to get cash out really quickly for the next day. And I had Gunner with me in the car, and I was pulling out of the bank onto the main road, and I get hit from behind. And I was like, what the hell? Here we go. And so I stopped the car and I'm like, well, I don't really want to get out. Like, feeling a little vulnerable right now. I don't want to get out of the car. And so I like hang out of my window as far as I can. And I'm like, can you pull over? And there happens to be this really sweet, like homeless guy on the corner who's always on this corner. And he kind of signals to the car behind me that hit me. And I was like, this guy's not listening to me. So I say it a little bit louder. I hang out of the car and I'm like, you hit me. Can you pull? Like, he was pulled over, like he was stopped because he hit me. And there was cars pulling around us and like we're causing a scene at this point, and that's nothing I want to do. And so I see the door swing open. It's a younger kid. He's probably like, I don't know, like 19, early 20s. I see the door swing open and he gets out and he throws his hands up at me. And I was like, oh shit, here we go. Like, I'm going to put my hands on a 19-year-old kid. I'm like, I'm in no situation to get out of my car and get pissed at this kid for hitting me. I just want to get his insurance information. So this homeless guy is like, you hit her. And I'm looking at him and I'm like, thank you, sir. Like, I don't want to get out of my car and show you what I look like right now. I look like a hot mess. So I'm like, can you just pull off the side of the road up here, like past this apartment complex, and we can just share information? Well, he's like throwing his hands up at me. He doesn't really say anything. He gets back in his car and slams his door. And I was like, awesome. He's going to do what I asked him to do, of course, right? Because that's what we do in society. So I called Jared and I'm like, hey, I was in an accident. And he's like, of course you were, right? Because that's always what happens. And I was like, no big deal. Like, it wasn't a big thing. This kid's going to pull over to the side of the road. I'll get his information, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, oh, never mind. He's not pulling over. And this kid takes off. Like, and when I say takes off, he like books it through this neighborhood. I know where I am. So I'm like driving through this neighborhood and I finally like catch up to him, not catch up to him speeding, but I catch up to where he ends up pulling out of this neighborhood. And I can see the other part of his license plate. By this point, I'm on the phone with dispatch for the local city that we're in. And I'm like, I'm not following this guy. Like, I'm going home. I am in no position to be caught up in this. I want to go home. And he's like blowing through red lights as if this really matters. So, to make a long story short, the police officer finally calls me back like an hour later and was like, I understand you were in an altercation. I'm like, yeah, fool, like an hour later. What are you going to do about it now? So anyway, I'm like so upset, not upset. I'm like so irritated at this car I drive that I told Jared, I'm like, I'm done. I'm done. This car is like a shit magnet. I can't seem to not get hit by a rock on my windshield, something in my tire, or hit by someone for whatever reason. I don't want to drive it anymore. And so I drive this little car now, and nothing's happened so far, knock on wood. And yeah, so like you guys, I haven't had a rock in my windshield yet in this new car. It's been just a few weeks, so we'll see what happens. But yeah, I'd be kidding if I told you like that was a lie, because it's not. It actually happened. Like, this shit actually happens. And I don't understand how or why or anything. But if that's the worst that's going to happen in this new year, I'll take it. Yeah. I'll take it because I've been beyond blessed in so many other ways. So exciting. Hayden, we talked so much about her wedding and all this excitement. And that the baby, she is due to have this baby any freaking day. Which means that Jared and I are going to be grandparents. Grandma. Yeah. You heard that right. I don't know what to call myself yet. Or what he's going to get called yet. It hasn't quite sunk in yet that I will be a grandma. When that sinks in, I'll choose a name that doesn't make me sound like I have like gray hair everywhere and that like I walk with a cane and all those things. Not that that's grandma, but I don't feel like I'm quite old enough to have a child that's going to have a baby. But then I realized that I had her when I was going to turn 20. And so she's like ultimately just done the same thing. And she got married young like I did. And so we're excited for her and we're excited to meet this little guy. And it literally could be any day. Like it could be today that they have this little dude. So we will certainly post pictures of him when he is in this world, and we'll post it on the social media sites so you guys can see this new addition to the Life Agency and how cool it is. But at this, I want to ask everyone to really put some good vibes in this world for Lisa right now. She has just gone through so many like crazy things lately, and she needs all of our good vibes and prayers and love. And I really hope that she's able to jump on here with us soon. And for as soon as that can be, that she'll be back on here. If not, I might grab some really cool co-hosts with me, or you're just going to have to put up with me for a little bit on these short episodes to give you some updates on how things are. But until then, everyone, please go to our social sites. Don't forget to like us, love us, and share us. And please head over to our the nonprofit site. We're doing a fundraiser this weekend. It is at a Chipotle. It's over on the East Valley. It's over off of Williamsfield and Ray. And we're going to be doing that. Fundraiser. It's on Saturday night. It's on the 22nd, I believe. But it's super important. We like to raise money for all of the things that we do with the community, for the homeless folks and for our drug addicted community. We also do resume building with folks that are looking for jobs and job aids. So lots of cool things going on. I do motivational speaking. So if anyone is looking for that, please reach out to me. The nonprofit is called Safe Streets AZ. You can find it at safestreetsaz.org. And if you have any questions, please reach out. Again, at lifeagency.wtf is where you can find us on Instagram. And that's where we're going to be posting a lot of updates. I'll post some pics of the puppies. Again, they're 1 year old. They're so much fun. And then the little dude when he's born, I can't wait to show pictures of him to everyone. But thank you so much, everyone, for tuning in and being here with me today. And again, I hope Lisa's back with us shortly. But if not, please share some love with her. She certainly needs it right now. And again, like us, love us, and share us. And we will be back shortly. Bye, everyone.